A new investigation led by some journalists from NorthJersey.com came out and exposed something that, well, you probably already know, and that is that politics is full of cronyism and corruption. Now, specifically, this investigation led the investigators to find that all throughout New Jersey transit and government, friends of the governor, friends, allies, etc., all getting pay raises and promotions. Of course, we kind of know and expect this from politics, don't we? I want to bring in an expert, attorney Matt Rooney, also the publisher and founder of SaveJersey.com. What's going on, Matt? Welcome back.
Not much, my friend. Merry almost Christmas.
Merry almost Christmas to you as well. So let me ask you, Matt, serious point, nothing really earth-shattering in this. I think because we're talking about NJ Transit and all the problems they've had, budgeting, etc., you might go back to the Obama era and say the optics on it don't look good. But isn't this what every governor does?
Yeah, look, rain is wet, snow is cold. New Jersey politicians steal from us every chance they get. It's been going on in Republican administrations, Democrat administrations, all the way back probably to the colonies. So the discussion, I would hope at some point, Bill, would evolve to not taking these cheap shots, regardless of whether or not we happen to like the governor who's in power at the moment, and what do we do to fix it? I would suggest a great way to go would be to privatize governmental institutions such as NJ Transit.
On a philosophical basis, I agree with that. But back to the point, don't you expect, though, that governors would be more comfortable putting their friends and allies in these positions of power? I mean, at some point, you expect the governor's going to need people he trusts.
Well, sure. Listen, if you and I are running a regular private sector business, Bill, we're naturally going to hire people that we met at networking events, that are friends of friends that we have an opportunity to interact with. The fact that it's government, I don't know if we should expect it's going to function that much differently. The issue is accountability, okay? In a business, when you hire people just because they're your friends or allies, there's going to be a real world consequence. You're going to make less money. The shareholders are going to revolt if there's no substance to the people you hired. In the political world, harder to do.
All right, thanks, Matt. Always good to talk to you. Merry Christmas.
You too, Bill.
Talk soon. All right, let's bring back our A-plus panel, Jeanette and Archange. Archange, I'm going to start with you. Do you think that NorthJersey.com will hold incoming Governor Phil Murphy to the same standard? It's a nice parting shot to Governor Christie, but will they hold him to the same standard? Because unless he is radically different from every other governor in history, he's going to do the same thing.
I think they should hold him, and they should continue holding Governor Christie to the same accountable, because you have Hurricane Sandy, you have the crisis that happened in the economy, and you have a raise of minimum wage that people are still struggling in this country as well as the state. And when people are making $13,000 to $75,000 increase in their salary, that's outrageous. It's just unacceptable, and we should stand with the people.
So, Jeanette, is it fair? I mean, you have this former Christie intern, right? He's managing a $1.3 billion project. I say maybe he's just a fast riser. Maybe it has nothing to do with his political connection.
You're being a little too kind, Bill. But here's the thing that makes me so upset about this situation. New Jersey Transit arguably had the worst year ever last year, partly because they were hemorrhaging qualified staff, engineer and railroad professionals to other agencies because they couldn't pay them a competitive salary. But here you have these political appointees who really aren't qualified to hold these important positions at NJ Transit getting promoted.
Does Matt have a point? Privatize it? I mean, we've watched NJ Transit run. It's just an incompetent government mess. And you've got great examples of private rails across the world that work.
I don't think we should focus on privatizing. I think we should focus on finding solutions within our government. I think we need to hold people accountable, and we need to make sure that we're setting a standard for this new government and this administration coming in.
I am all for privatization, but I don't think Governor-elect Phil Murphy is going to go in that direction. It
was Corzine that wanted to sell off the turnpike, though. You never know.
That's true. You never know. But I think, the best thing he can do is, as Diane Doctor, my 9 station manager, says, is sack the hacks and replace them with qualified transportation officials.
Sack the hacks. That's a hashtag. I love it. No matter what party they're in. We agree on that.
Thanks,
All
Bill.
right, got to leave it there.